So the Indiana Fever have seemingly up there with the best chemistry in the W right now, which is kind of crazy considering the way everything started. But we are now going to be looking at some crazy old press conference clips, some crazy press conference clips. And shout out to Scott Agnes, who recorded the, was the person who recorded the press conference. But this is the clip that is currently going viral right now. So, Lexi Hull and Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are giving a press conference.
Get my hands on as many balls as I could, and take advantage of that. Caitlin? Yeah. We done. Oh, Lex.
We got a team now.
Mid press conference, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell just burst out laughing. They just burst out laughing. And that's the thing when it's like, if you just look at even just the chemistry with this team, during the interview as well, I couldn't find a clip. They literally asked Lexi Hull, what has changed since the Olympic break? And Caitlin just goes, well, she was hanging out with me during the Olympics. She was hanging out with me, that changed. But like, and then anytime you hear Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark interview, like, I don't think I've heard either of them have an interview without praising the other one. Like, I think Kelsey Mitchell is going to win Player of the Month. She's going to be Player of the Month for August. Like, she's averaging the most non-8 points from anyone not named Aja Wilson. And she's not even in the same conference. It's going to be Fee Collier in the West, and it's going to be Kelsey Mitchell in the East. And she's probably thinking, I'm getting a max. We have never been even close to 500 in my career. We are on we're like 14-8 through our last 22 games. And the reality is that they should beat Chicago. There is no way Kennedy Carter should be allowed to play this game. And they're not losing to a Kennedy Carter to Chicago. And they should beat Dallas. Maybe they don't beat Dallas because Satu's playing at like a borderline MVP level since coming back. But like, they should win one of those games. And also, like, if you guys have not been looking, where is it? Scott Agnes, am I looking at the right thing? Apologies. But yeah, also, Caitlin Clark talking about Kelsey Mitchell right here.
I mean, this is somebody that's been with this organization for how many years? 6 or 7?
Yeah.
7 years. So, I mean, if anybody deserves this, it's definitely Kels. Like, she comes in and works so hard. She's always been a constant voice. And even when she was hurt through training camp in the beginning of the season, like, she was somebody that was right on the sideline coaching us, talking to us, and especially for myself as a rookie coming in here. Like, she was always a very positive voice in there and very supportive. And for me, like, that makes you feel very welcome coming in as a rookie and getting to play with somebody that's been really, really good for this organization. So I just feel very lucky and fortunate because I know that's not every situation for a rookie. So I'm just very thankful.
Yeah. I would have to
the
say.
reaction from Kelsey Mitchell, like, this is the best backcourt in the W right now. Like, this is the best backcourt in the WNBA. It's Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark. And then you've also got Kelsey Mitchell's interview. Her right afterwards. This is what she said.
With 20 points or more, that's a new franchise record. How locked in do you feel right now?
Man, y'all know me. I always just been a hooper. I just like the game, and I just like to hoop. I like to enjoy what I'm doing in my craft, and that's what you guys gonna see. I'm gonna keep finding my spots, play with my team, utilize Caitlin and her space and her pace, and stay confident in my shot.
Kelsey, there's times where Caitlin looks like a quarterback and you look like a wide receiver. I mean, the connection there has grown over time. What would you say has been the best part about connecting with Caitlin and with Aaliyah Boston in all your pick and roll game?
Oh, man, I think the best part about it is that our chemistry continues to get better. No one knew that we started this only like 4 or 5 months ago, and so we just really getting acclimated on the chemistry side. And I value what Caitlin brings to the table because she not only does she have the pace and the space, but she can shoot the lights out the ball, and you just got to be ready when your number's called with a person like that.
So, like, Kelsey Mitchell has broken a record. Like, she's out here breaking records for the Indiana Fever. Like, the most consecutive games with 20 points. Caitlin Clark is balling. Aaliyah Boston's, like, on near triple-double watch half the night because anytime Caitlin can get it to Aaliyah and they overhelp on Aaliyah kicks to Kelsey Mitchell, who's wide open. So Kelsey Mitchell's just thinking, she's like, well, teams are letting me drop 30. And it's like, and if teams are guarding me, like, not let me drop 30, when teams are going and making sure that I can't drop 30, it means Caitlin and Leah can just ball out. And then they're going to have to start leaving me open again. You can't stop three of us. And especially when Lexi Hull's balling. So you're seeing this team like going viral for their press conferences. And it's funny because I will say this. It's very easy to have good chemistry when you're winning. It's very different when you're losing. And we see that in all sports. So it's not saying that like this couldn't turn around. Like if they go and lose to Chicago and then lose to Dallas, and then I think, is it... Either way, they've already... I'm pretty sure they're probably one win off the playoffs, if we're being honest. Like, they've won, 14 games? I think 16, 15. 16 will get you into the playoffs. No question. Like, Atlanta if you win 16 games, you've beaten Atlanta 3 times, like, Atlanta need to go 7-3 in their last 10, which they're not going to do. So, you've then got... They need to win one more game in the playoffs, but like if they go and get blitzed in the playoffs and then they lose to Dallas, lose to Chicago, and lose to the Sparks, like that's 3 games they should win in a row. Like Dallas are a decent team, but they're not brilliant. The Sparks, I know they beat the Liberty, they suck. And the Sky without Kennedy Carter really suck. So yeah, it is a crazy situation when it comes to them. And obviously that, again, chemistry can always change. But we're seeing, like, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, all these players out here basically just having a good time. They're having fun. Like, we saw, again, some fun chemistry from the start of the year. Heck, Caitlin Clark got her own one of these. Nalissa Smith, her number 1. Erica Wheeler, 17. Caitlin Clark got her own 22 version of that. And yeah, like, look, that's the thing again. When, like, Caitlin Clark immediately looking at Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell is being like, oh, Caitlin Clark cannot laugh. Like, going viral for positive reasons. Who'd have ever guessed? The Indiana Fever, what month is it? We're at the 28th of August, or 29th of August. To be fair, the 30th of June or 29th of June was when they beat the Taurasi. But imagine 29th of May. Imagine the 29th of May, the 1-7? Or they're 1-8. The 1-8 Indiana Fever. Imagine having a positive chemistry and positive, going viral for positive reasons, Indiana Fever, and not Christy Sides throwing her team under the bus or like looking at likes on Twitter back when you could do that. That was such a toxic time. Either way, anyway, that's it. That is it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.